while in my previous video, while making the Surepsita verse, Vande Mahapurusha verse, I had not read the commentaries of the Acharyas, so I am sorry for that. And somehow, I don't know, there was a slight difference, this thing there, where when I saw Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary and Sridhar Swami's commentary and everything right now, I was going to take down the video, but then I thought this video also actually is following in the footsteps of those acharyas only. So I will this is just a prelude to that video. So first of all, here we can see, I was just seeing all the verses before that verse, Raja Lakshmi verse. So here he says, "My dear king," in Dwapar Yuga. So this is the same Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, 528 verse we are going now. "My dear king, in Dwapar Yuga, men who desire to know the Supreme Personality Godhead, who is the supreme enjoyer, worship in the mood of honoring a great king, following in the prescriptions of the Vedas and the Tantras." So, my dear king, in Dwapar Yuga, men who desire to know the Supreme Personality Godhead, who is the supreme enjoyer, worship him in the mood of honoring a great king, following the prescriptions of both Vedas and Tantras. Then he says, "Obeisances to you, O Supreme Lord Vasudeva, and your form Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Niruddha, O Supreme Personality God, all obeisances into you, O Lord Narayan Rishi, O Creator of the universe, best of the personalities, Master of the cosmos and the original form of the universe, O super soul of all created entities, all homage unto you." And then he says, "O king, in this way the people in Dwapar Yuga glorified the Lord of the universe. In Kali Yuga also people worship the Supreme Personality God by following various regulations of the revealed scriptures." Now kindly hear this from me. So now look at this. Here it is a clear way. See, whatever he is going to describe now, Karbachan Rishi, he is going to discuss about Kali Yuga, because he has already discovered the Dwapar Yuga. He has also discovered the other yugas. Now, O king, he says, kindly hear of this from me. Kalav api tatha shrunu. Now he says, please pay attention. That means he is going to say something very, very important. And second thing, he's going to talk about Kali Yuga. He's not going to talk about Dwapar Yuga. He's not going to talk about Treta Yuga. He's not going to talk about Lord Rama, because it's that in Treta Yuga. Right now he's going to talk about Kali Yuga. So he says, "Oh king, kindly hear, please hear with attention." And this is about Kali Yuga. And he speaks this famous verse, "Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagya Sankirtana Praya Yajanti Sumedasha." Direct reference to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he speaks Vande Mahapurusha Vala, first verse. Okay, and in this verse again he's glorifying the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only, and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is giving a very nice purport to this. Each and every word he's explaining through these different words he's explaining, and how it is referring to Lord Chaitanya. Please refer to that. And then comes this word, "Tyakta Sudustejas Surepsita Rajya Lakshmi." So this verse is definitely referring to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he says, "I am going to talk about Kali Yuga." How come Rajya Lakshmi verse has to do anything with Kali Yuga? There's nothing to do with Kali Yuga. So he said, "I'm going to talk about Kali Yuga." He says, "Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam." And then he talks about the Vande Mahapurusha. 2 verses he describes Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Since he's talking about Kali Yuga, it is extremely difficult and non-contextual if you think of this as referring to anybody else actually in this thing. One is that. Second thing, I had not studied these different acharyas commentaries. So now I will try to say how, when I was trying to explain it, also it is not totally different from the acharyas commentary. So here, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he has explained. So this is the verse which is everybody is explaining in different ways. Maya Mrigam Daitayepsitam Anvadhavat. Maya Mrigam Daitayepsitam Anvadhavat. So here this word is very, very special, and it's explained in different ways. So I had explained it without seeing this other references. So I was planning to take down the video after I saw the commentaries. But then when I saw it detailed, then I understood that it was correct. It was not really bad. It was not actually wrong. It was actually consolidating all the acharyas. So somehow or other, I didn't feel like taking down the video actually. So in this I read that Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti explained this Maya Mrigam verse as follows. So he's saying that Maya Mrigati is to search out. Therefore Maya Mrigam indicates conditioned living entity who's searching out for sense gratification. So this part was correct, which I said that Maya Mrigam was indeed the living entity. So then Anvadhavat is also Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's visibly and then running here and there. Okay, but here he says Daitya is explained. Dait. So this part, Dait Daitya, out of sheer mercy, and ipsitam, desired object. So this he has taken like this. And what he, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said here was, he said, the Daitya, this word refers to mercy actually, like daya. It comes from the word daya, and that's why. So this word Daitya, ipsita. So ipsita means one who is completely infatuated. He is really running after he's infatuated with that. So Sita was infatuated, and Sita was actually Dait. I told it was like Sita was referring to Daitya. Daitya means one who is a beloved. So here he is saying Daitya is not beloved. He is saying Daitya is mercy. So he's combining the first three words, like as per what I can understand is Maya Mrigam Daitya. So Maya Mrigam Daitya is combined as mercy for the Maya Mrigam, like that is for the conditioned souls. So why is Lord Chaitanya running? The external reason and internal reason for Lord Chaitanya. So external reason he is running because of mercy and compassion that he is feeling for the living entities. So Maya Mrigam Daitya. So Maya Mrigam Daitya means mercy. So the Sanskrit word daya means mercy, and the grammatical word is daitya indicates being merciful. So because of mercy he is running. Second reason why he is running is because he is feeling the internal mood of Radharani. And that's why he's running. Like in Gambhira, he was running from here to there, running after Krishna. And that is ipsitam. That word ipsitam means being infatuated. So he was running out of infatuation also, because Radharani is becoming mad and infatuated after Krishna. She is like, just like Sita was infatuated after the deer. Similarly, Radharani is infatuated after Krishna, right? So in that same way, feeling the mood of infatuation, he's running. So there are two reasons for running. One is ipsitam and one is Maya Mrigam Daitya. Daitya ipsitam. So Daitya ipsitam, this word Maya Mrigam Daitya has been taken as Daitya. So in that word, in that context, he has taken it Maya Mrigam Daitya, a mercy for the conditioned souls, and ipsitam means out of infatuation he is running. Infatuation means that mad love of Radharani for Krishna. So two reasons he is running, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So beautifully Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is explaining in this verse how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is running because of internal reason, external reason. So I, while explaining, I also said the same thing actually, but slightly different way. I said that here because the material world is represented by Maya Mrigam, and we are Daitya, and we are also dear associates of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and therefore because we are attracted to this material world, we are infatuated, Daitya ipsitam, we are infatuated with the material world. Therefore Lord Chaitanya has to come down from the spiritual world and run around in the material world to deliver us. So he has to run around he's running from Jagannath Puri to all these different places, like all over India he's running, everywhere he's running all over the place. Because we got infatuated, the dear devotees of Lord Chaitanya got infatuated, and because he's running after us. So that's what I was thinking. So Daitya, so here of course the word Daitya is referred to as mercy, whereas I was thinking Daitya as a beloved. I was thinking like that because I didn't see all these things. But it is not contradictory to this explanation. This explanation is also same. After all, Lord Chaitanya is running after Maya Mrigam. So we are Maya Mrigam, and Lord Chaitanya is running after that. So I was thinking the Maya Mrigam as the material world, and because we got attracted, we are Daitya, we are beloved of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because we got attracted ipsitam with the Maya Mrigam, with the material world. Therefore Lord Chaitanya has to run after us. And the second explanation that I had given was Maya Mrigam refers to us, because after Sita got attracted to the deer, she became the deer. After Bharat Maharaj got attracted to the deer, he became the deer-like condition. So in this case, I was saying that the Daitya is basically this Maya Mrigam is referred to the living entities. So who is this Daitya, who is because of which Lord Chaitanya is running after us? Ipsitam, because of the love or the infatuation. So that is Radharani's infatuation. In this, Radharani wants, out of a great compassion, she is feeling that, no, I want the material world to be delivered. I want it to be delivered. I want all the living entities to be delivered. And because of this Radharani's compassion, that is ipsitam, and Daitya is Radharani herself, just like Sita is the Daitya. Similarly, Radharani is Daitya, and because of her mood, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is running behind us. Otherwise, Krishna would never have run behind us. Because only when Krishna comes in the mood of Radharani will he run behind the living entities of this material world. So I was explaining it through Radha Krishna analogy. So actually, in one sense, it was not contradictory to at all to the understanding of any of the acharyas. For example, here Jiva Goswami, I was shocked to see that he was also giving the explanation of in a different way. He was giving the explanation of Radha Krishna through Daitya. So here he's saying that. He's saying Maya Mrigam refers to Krishna, just like a teddy bear. Somebody Krishna has become like Maya Mrigam, Krida Mrigam, like the plaything of Radharani. So Radharani loves him so much, like a small cute teddy bear. So he becomes Maya Mrigam is that like a deer. Krishna has become the deer, and he says that here the word Daitya Ipsitam, Daitya Ipsita. So Daita Ipsita. So in this word, Daita refers to Radharani because she is the beloved of Lord Krishna. And Ipsita means she loves Lord Krishna as Maya Mrigam. She loves the teddy bear form of Lord Krishna. She loves him so much like a small teddy bear. She doesn't want to leave him at all. That Ipsitam is there. Infatuation is there in her for that Maya Mrigam, who's Krishna himself. And because of that, Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. And Anvadhavat refers to Krishna running within Mathura and within Vrindavan. So Anvadhavat refers to Krishna running within because he cannot leave the Vrindavan. So in my understanding, I'm totally sorry, I'm not qualified for all this, but in my understanding, when I explained, I also explained in the same way. Daita Ipsitam. So Daita is Radharani, I told, without knowing about this, and I said Ipsitam is her infatuation for Krishna ke badle. Maya Mrigam was referring to us, living entities who are trapped in this world, and it's a compassion, it's a love for us, Ipsitam, which is making Krishna run after us in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the same Krishna who never left Vrindavan, who never left Vrindavan, because he was having that love for Radharani, that same Radharani's compassion now has made him leave Vrindavan, and he is now running after the conditioned souls in the material world, and he's running after everywhere in the material world. Why? Because that same Radharani's love which was existing, which made him stay in Vrindavan, now that same Radharani's love has made him leave Vrindavan, and he's running all over the place. So the conclusion is again that it is the same Radharani. So Daitya is Radharani, Ipsitam is her love, but it's a love instead of for teddy bear form of Krishna, it is for the living entities, and that living entity's love, Radharani, is making the incarnation of Lord Chaitanya. So here the contextually Jiva Goswami's explanation of Ipsitam, and if we combine Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Ipsitam, so actually it is Radha Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he's saying it refers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So and because it is Radharani's mood that Krishna is coming, so Jiva Goswami is also in that explanation. Both the explanations are consolidated. The explanation which Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is running after the conditioned souls, and in which Jiva Goswami is saying that the living entity, Radharani is the Daitya Ipsitam, where Jiva Goswami is saying. So both of them you can combine, and then we can come to the conclusion that it is Lord Chaitanya only. Even Jiva Goswami is talking about Lord Chaitanya in one sense, because he's saying that, that Krishna who never left Vrindavan because of the love of Radharani, now he is leaving Vrindavan because of the love of Radharani. So in that sense we can combine this. And then Maya Mrigam, under the contextual understanding of Sridhar Swami, he very clearly mentions the same thing. He says Daitya Ipsitam again means the same thing. According to Sridhar Swami, he says that the golden deer especially desired by Sita Devi is indicated by Daitya Ipsitam. How? Because Daitya is Sita Devi and Ipsitam is that which is desired. She desires, and Maya Mrigam, or the Maya Mrigam is the deer. And this golden deer is desired by Sita Devi, means Daitya is Sita Devi and Ipsitam is desire, and Maya Mrigam. Daitya Ipsitam Maya Mrigam means she is desiring, this beloved of Lord Rama is desiring Maya Mrigam. So it is correct. So in this explanation, so again our explanation also covered this explanation, because we thought that in the same way, just like Sita got attracted to the Maya Mrigam of this material world, in the same way the soul is attracted to the Maya Mrigam of the material. So the third explanation is also covered. So that is the reason why I am so fortunate, and I think it's really good. It's not actually contradicting to any of the Acharya's explanation. In fact, all the three Acharya's explanations has been consolidated. Yes, we started talking about Sita only, And Bharat Maharaj only in our explanation, when we started the Maya Mrigam explanation in the previous video. So it was Sita Devi. It was the context of Sita Devi. We are trying to understand through the metaphor of Sita Devi how we got trapped in the material world, and it was the context of Radharani that we explained, Daita Ipsitam of Jiva Goswami, and we were trying to understand that it was Radharani's mercy only. It was Daita Ipsitam is Radharani only, and we were understanding Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also that it is Lord Chaitanya who is running after Maya Mrigam. So all three explanations are not contradictory in our previous video. So that's the reason why I didn't take down the previous video, and I didn't have any idea of Daitya, what it meant. I don't know, somehow I just said that, and then when I read the word Daitya means mercy, I completely was about to delete the video. But then I came to know that it actually means, I don't know, I just thought before deleting I'll just check the meaning of the word, and then when I searched for the meaning of the word, I did find it that it was a beloved lover, that is Daita. So, and then I could understand from Sridhar Swami's commentary down here that actually his Daita Ipsitam definitely means that the beloved of Lord Krishna is loving. So it is not bad in that sense. I'm sorry.